you can take. Can't resistance, gonna watch them fall. Fight back, need a kick in the ass. Wait a second too long, now you're missing the chance. You leave it all behind again. Raise your fist up high, let the beating begin. Fight back, need a kick in the ass. Wait a second too long, now you're missing the chance. You leave it all behind again. Raise your fist up high, let the beating begin.
The highway to the danger zone continues tonight here on Millennium tonight as we are just 2 weeks away from Millennium's first big solo CPV of the season. I'm Bradley James at your service for the evening, ladies and gentlemen, as given the events of what has been transpiring over the past few weeks here on Millennium, the road to danger zone just keeps on getting bigger and bigger as the weeks go on, and tonight is going to be proving to be no exception to that rule. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be getting set for one hell of an opener, as given the events of what happened last week. And after a specific backstage encounter that took place at Millennium last week, we're going to be seeing a member of Team Ruby in a match tonight against Misaka Mikoto. Now, there has been a lot of rumors backstage upon who this member of Team Ruby is, as we all know, we only know 2 of the members of Team Ruby that are currently here in the Lioness division. One of them hasn't been seen in months, and the other one, well, the other one simply has not come to ACL yet. So that just leaves only that only leaves 2 people as to who that could be. Ruby Rose and a certain princess and a certain white princess. So I guess we're about to find out specifically who she is and who they managed to bring in. And I think we have our answer, ladies and gentlemen. Being led to the ring by Blake Belladonna, it's Weiss Schnee. Weiss Schnee. Well, it's not Ruby Rose, but it's close to her. If you all know the history between Weiss Schnee and Ruby Rose, you all probably know the kind of connection that those 2 women have. So it's quite interesting that they managed to bring in Weiss Schnee here tonight into the fold. But still, that means it is sort of good in one sense that it brings the numbers game up for Team Ruby in a sense, given the recent events between Team Ruby and Yandere as of late. And it has been confirmed, ladies and gentlemen, that this is the same partner that Blake will be having in terms of their match as Team Ruby alongside alongside Yang Xiaolong taking on, or at least being a part of the Lioness Triple Threat Extreme Rules match at Danger Zone. And by the way, that was announced just last week, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Yang Xiaolong defending against Korra, being given another chance after the events that transpired 3 weeks ago now. And now, Rena Ryugu in a Lioness Triple Threat Extreme Rules match. To say that is going to be one hell of a contest is going to be absolutely nuts. But not only that, we also found out last week that the Sonozakis are going to be defending the Lioness Tag titles against Blake Belladonna, and now as we're finding out, Weiss Schnee. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, in Weiss Schnee's debut match here on Millennium and as a part of the Lioness division, what is her mentality going into her first contest being? What is the mentality of Weiss Schnee here tonight, given the fact that she has never been in an ACL ring before, and given the fact that this is her first match as a member of the ACL Lioness division, and as a member of Team Ruby here at ACL? I mean, she's gonna I mean, that's not to say that she hasn't had combat experience, as any member of Team Ruby can tell you, they have definitely learned the book of combat by now. But this is completely different from what type of combat that she is used to, so of course, this is going to be quite the interesting encounter right here tonight in this opening match. With all that being said, Misaka Mikoto is definitely giving Weiss a run for her money here tonight, and that is a damn understatement going forward. And Misaka definitely trying to basically get a big win going forward. Oh! And she came up short recently against current Lioness Solo Star champion Max Caulfield, who, by the way, is going to be facing off against Korra. Only a one count. As I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, Max Caulfield is going to be facing off against Korra later on tonight, as she faces off against one of the members of that triple threat match for the Lioness Championship in non-title action in your main event tonight. And you gotta imagine that Korra and Max have gotta be keeping their eyes open for Yandere after the intentions that were made clear last week by Rena and Yuno Gasai. It has got to be a very big... You have got to imagine that there's got to be a big target on Max Caulfield's back, considering the fact that she only just recently defended the Solo Star Championship against... Jesus Christ, getting guillotined just like that, and... Oh, a rope break saves Weiss. But again, as I was saying, you've got to imagine that Max has got a big target on her back in terms of being the champion, given the fact that she has only just recently defended the belt against Misaka Mikoto at the Prestige 2 Fest. And now, tonight, she's going to be keeping one eye open for Yuno Gasai going forward, given the warning that Yuno Gasai was gunning for the Solo Star title. And not only that, Korra's got to be keeping her eye open for Rena Ryugu going forward, given the warning, given the fact that she will be part of that triple threat match. And not only that, given everything that's been happening as of late, it's going to be maddening. Jawbreaker right there by Weiss. Going forward, and Weiss, even with this being her first match, is definitely pulling out one hell of a match here tonight against Misaka Mikoto. And Misaka definitely trying her best, and Weiss going for those going for those fine tip kicks right there onto Misaka, but it's not enough to keep her down. It is not enough to keep Misaka Mikoto down. And now, wait a minute. And setting her up for a leg-trapped face-lock. Leg-trapped face-lock just like that. And wait a minute. Wait a minute. Double under. Oh! Double hook. 1, 2. Oh no! Misaka kicks out. Double underhook, and now Weiss is already back up. But no, jawbreaker right there by Misaka. And now going for that combination strike right there. And wait a minute, neck whip. And a Pele kick reversal right there by Weiss. And a combination reversal. Going for those combination strikes right onto Misaka Mikoto now. And now, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker just like that. Right onto Misaka Mikoto. And Weiss now just slowly taking her time getting Misaka up. And no, Misaka gets out the way. Oh, and a drop kick right there by Misaka. Once again, like I said before, she is basically giving Weiss a run for her money in her first match here tonight. And wait a minute. Oh man, this ain't looking good for Weiss. Misaka looks to go all the way to the top. And oh man, oh no, Misaka, oh come on! Superplex to the outside! A superplex to the outside. That has gotta fucking hurt. That has got to be vicious. And now Misaka going for the in 1, 2, 3. Misaka Mikoto pulling out one hell of a victory just like that. I mean, Weiss essentially did all that she could in this contest, and yet Misaka still pulled out one hell of a victory tonight. Weiss still has a long way to go. Weiss still has a lot to learn, and she has to be ready in a few weeks' time, because if she's not ready for that tag team match in a few weeks' time, the Sonozakis are simply going to roll through Team Ruby and defend their Lioness tag titles just like that. But nevertheless, big win for Misaka Mikoto going forward here tonight, and Weiss simply needs to be ready for a few weeks' time, and Blake needs to get her ready, because if they're not ready for the Sonozakis, then their tag team title shot will go up in smoke.
Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10-9-8-7-6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5-4-3-2-1. Yeah. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10-9-8-7-6. Yes, sir. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5-4-3-2-1. It's time for you to get into the character. You hit a loser, hit a win, I'm only asking you. Either you beat him or get beaten like an amateur. Either you drive or you get driven like a passenger. The fight's around the corner, so pick the one you want to. Represent your way, go head to head with your opponent. Feel it in the air, tension is electric. The glory's imminent, this is something epic. It's for one of you, so what you gonna do? When your enemy is standing right in front of you, are you gonna lose, or are you gonna prove to everyone that never thought you win that you can rule? Cause everything is in your hands, you control it. And everything that is the past, it is over. This is now, this is everything that is. So you better make the right pick. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10-9-8-7-6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5-4-3-2-1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10-9-8-7-6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5-4-3-2-1.
Jesus Christ. That promo from what I can only assume to be, well, after what happened last week, ladies and gentlemen, from what we can only assume, that was Yukiko Amagi, but from what we can see from that was certainly not the Yukiko Amagi that we remember. That is unfortunately the case going forward, and that is actually very saddening when you put it like that. And ladies and gentlemen, moving on from that, we're going on to our second match of the evening, and it's gonna be one half of the current Millennium Tag Team Champions and Goro Majima taking on Lance. One half of it's gonna, sorry, it's Lance, I'm sorry, I'm just still trying to reel in from everything that's been happening over the past few weeks here on Millennium. It's gonna be Goro Majima, one half of the Millennium Tag Team Champions, alongside Kiryu Kazuma, facing up against Lance, one half of the Legendary Defenders. And the newest member of the Legendary Defenders, I must say, given everything that we've been seeing as of late. So tonight, this is gonna be a big time match for Lance, going up against one half of the current Millennium Tag Team Champions. So you can only assume this is going to be a big match for all men involved. And as you can see, coming out from the smoke and coming out from the smoke and coming out from there, it's Lance. Lance looking to get one hell of a victory here tonight over the current... Looking to get one hell of a victory tonight over the one half of the Millennium Tag Team Champions. And one could only assume, one could realistically assume, if he gets that win over... If he gets this win over one half of the Millennium Tag Team Champions, that would easily line him and Keith up for a Millennium Tag Team shot coming up at Danger Zone. But again, I'm only speaking of hyperbole, given everything that we've been seeing. But if Lance can get one hell of a victory here tonight over Goro Majima here tonight, one can only assume realistically that that would be something worth handing them a tag team title shot over. Nevertheless, we are going to get started with this match, ladies and gentlemen. Goro versus Lance, and it begins right now. And Goro straight out the gate, and no! Lance putting the agility to good use here tonight, immediately getting out the way of Goro's assault there, breaking it out with a Pele kick. And wait a minute. Oh! Back suplex connecting just like that by right onto Lance, and oh! Not even 1 minute into the match and the referee's already down for the count. And dropkick, no. And Goro already, no. And a punch right there by Lance in return. Uppercut right there onto Goro for returning it. Oh, and a standing sunset flip right onto Goro Majima right there by Lance. Uppercutting him again. And now going up to that middle rope now. Setting himself up, ready to go. Oh! Phoenix splash right there by Lance. Lance pulling out all the stops with the word go around to Goro Majima, knowing full well that he seriously cannot manage to overpower him, so he can try to outlast him in terms of his ability. I mean, given the size and a strength difference right there by Goro onto Lance, that seriously is what we can expect going forward in this match. And oh, double stomp right onto the chest. Double stomp onto the chest there, right there onto Lance. And Goro is just continuing to relish in this, knowing full well that he may have the advantage going forward in this match against Lance. Continuing to just eye down, and oh, Lance going full on. And wait a minute, no, backside suplex again, and Goro immediately popping back up. Goro immediately popping back up right after that. And now Goro continuing to just completely dominate this match. And oh, wait a minute, no, Enziguri denied. Lance getting out the way, but no! Lance trying for a Hurricane Runner and denying that. And now trying to focus himself and focus his efforts. But Goro continuing to simply, wait a minute, no! Lance! Oh! Lance with the toe hold reversal there. And now, wait a minute, double underhook, oh! Right into the backside slam. Setting it down just like that. And now, oh! Just like that, sending Goro down. And now trying to bring him back up now. What on earth does he have in store? Wait a minute! Popping him up! Oh! Hop up, gut wrench suplex, connecting right onto Goro. Now Lance looking to try and capitalize now. 1, 2, no! And now Lance trying to go to the middle rope, and now, oh! Phoenix splashing again. Oh, and a standing sunset flip connecting again, but no, Goro finally powering out of it again. Getting a second win and looking, oh, Jesus. Running kick just like that. Jesus Christ. That has got to be painful. And continuing, waiting, setting him up. Oh, Jesus. Front-facing slam just like that. And Jesus H. Christ. I think Goro may have the advantage right here. 1, 2, no! Goro still realizing he's got a bit of work to try and bring Lance down, but Lance is back up! Lance is back up! Oh, Jesus! Ending Goro right down, just like that. Oh, God, wait a minute. And now setting himself down, and wait a minute, flipping him over just like that. And now, wait a minute. And a spine buster! And now, wait a minute. STO again. Oh, Goro busted open there. Just like that. And is that going to be it? Oh, no. Forearm smash connecting. And now setting him up. Wait a minute. No. Lance reversing out of it. Lance reversing just like that. Flipping over. And now, wait a minute. Oh, reversing overcastle. Reversing overcastle just like that, and now bringing Goro back up now. Forearm smash, and oh, wait a minute. And now what on earth? Lance, what the actual hell are you planning on doing here, kid? Continuing it. Continuing to work on him just like that. Trying to pick up Goro again, but no, Goro. No! Uppercutting it just like that. Uppercutting him again. Lance seemingly getting what? 1, 2, no! Lance continuing to try and keep himself alive in this match. But Goro is one tough customer, and a reverse DDT for the middle rope proves that point. And this right here may be where Lance might be in trouble at this point, because now he's being rebounded off the ropes, and oh wait, no, Goro, nobody hoped for that. And wait a minute, oh Jesus, and now continuing to just play it. Oh wait a minute, no, lifting up the knee, and wait a minute, no, Lance fighting back. Now Lance picking up Goro now and looking to just set him up, and wait a minute, no, Goro with the reversal. And now Irish whipping Lance onto the ropes, onto the outside, and now, oh my God, German right back in. And now picking up Lance again, and now Irish whipping him right back into that corner one more time. And now ramming him into the chest, and oh, wait a minute, going for those Mad Dog combination kicks. Oh, Jesus, and that busts open Lance. Busts open Lance right in the face, and now we have 2 men bleeding in the ring. But for what it's worth, for what is at stake in this match, can you realistically blame either men for going the absolute distance? Now Lance trying to seize his opportunity, picking him up, placing him up just like that, but no! Goro getting out the way, and no! Bez Prez, just like that. Now Goro picking him up. Oh, Jesus! And that style of kicks, and a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And wait a minute, Goro looking to go for the end here. No! Lance denying it. No, Goro denying that, but Lance denying that now. And a toe hold drop right there. And now Lance picking up Korra now, but no, Korra denying it. No. And wait a minute, Lance. Wait a minute, no. Lance trying to torque at the arm, but Korra powering out of it. Korra once again powering the fuck out of it. And now Korra sending Lance right to the corner again. And now once again, reverse DDT from the middle rope. And now, Jesus H. Christ, trying to work on that arm again. And now, bringing him up again, but no, Lance reversing out of it. Lance reversing out of it. And what the hell is he going to have to do to put Korra away? And now picking him up, and wait a minute. Oh my God! Spinning! Pop up, spinning! Brain buster into a pile driver, just like that. And now dragging Korra to the center of the ring now. I think he may have the win. 1, 2, 3! And Lance in a hard-hitting battle tonight pulls out a major victory over Korra Majima. And you can only assume Pegasus is looking backstage right now and thinking this is worthy of a Millennium Tag Team title shot. And considering the performance that Lance just pulled out tonight, if they could pull off that in a tag team realm, I get the feeling that the Bad Dragons may have a short reign as tag team champions under their belt, especially if a man like Lance can pull off a performance like this here tonight. Still, congratulations nonetheless to Lance for pulling out the major victory here tonight, especially in his solo debut here on Millennium. And as you can see, the blue line of the Voltron Force here tonight, pulling out the big victory on the Mad Dog of Shimano. Regardless of tag title shots, ladies and gentlemen, that was epic. And you can only assume that that is seriously worthy of getting a big title victory, or at least a big title opportunity going forward. Hey, wait a minute. I'm getting word, ladies and gentlemen, of Jesus. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to hear ourselves from the #1 contender for the Millennium Championship. And a man who has definitely made the wrong kind of enemy as of last week, as being accompanied to the ring by Akane Tendo Saotome. It's the #1 contender for the Millennium Championship in Ranma Saotome, making his way to the ring tonight. Especially after what we've been seeing over the past few weeks, Ranma is not scheduled for action here tonight, but nevertheless, Ranma is definitely going to be gloating about what he's been doing over the past few weeks, and he's especially going to be gloating about the fact of what he pulled last week. Because if y'all don't remember, Ranma Saotome basically gave Squall the business last week after being confirmed 2 weeks ago that he was going to be the #1 contender. Alright, it was 2 weeks ago that he did that to Squall. Sorry folks, I'm just completely messing up my schedule there. It was last week and it was 3 weeks ago that he won this title opportunity. It was 2 weeks and it was just 1 week ago where he gave Squall the business. Basically striking his claim in the middle of the ring and basically sending a clear-cut message to the current Millennium Champion over what to expect in 2 weeks' time at Danger Zone. And if what we saw last week was any consolation, seems as though Ranma Saotome definitely has Squall Leonhart and his number at the moment. But nevertheless, we're about to hear from the current #1 contender So let's see what he has to say regarding this. Hey, wait a minute! Just as he gets to gloating about it, the current Millennium Champion is just wailing on the #1 contender tonight. And for good reason as well, because Jesus Christ, after what we saw last week, after what he did, I get the feeling our current Millennium Champion is definitely not happy over what has been happening. And especially given the fact that it was given the announcement from Ranma Saotome, it is now officially an Extreme Rules match for the Millennium Championship, and the Millennium Champion is taking kind to that by wailing on the current #1 contender with precision. And Jesus Christ, I get the feeling Ranma Saotome may have just made the biggest mistake by angering the Lionheart, because he gave him the business last week, and now Squall's giving him the beatdown this week. And oh Jesus Christ, Squall's on the top, and oh Jesus, setting him up for a big press in. Oh my God! Laying out the #1 contender with finesse, just like that. And he's eyeing down, and he's feeling damn good about this. He's feeling right damn good about the fact that he just laid out the #1 contender. He's eyeing down at him. He's looking as Ranma's trying to get to his feet again. I think pretty sure Squall ain't done with him yet. He's eyeing down right to Ranma Saotome there, and he's picking him right the hell up. And oh Jesus, throwing him right back into the ring, bum rushing right to him. And oh man, Ranma, you made a big mistake last week, and tonight you're getting it in full. Gunblade! Ranma Saotome being driven through the table, and now being set down in the middle of the ring with a gunblade. If Ranma made a really bad decision last week, I'm pretty sure he's paying for it in full tonight. Because he's being delivered one hell of a beatdown right here and right now. Wait a minute, Squall's picking him up. Oh, Jesus! Continuing this complete and utter beatdown of the current #1 contender, and oh, Jesus! And oh man, Ranma's about to get the overkill right here and right now. Oh my God! Spear! Yeah, Ranma, I'm pretty sure you pissed him off really well last week. And tonight, you got what's coming to you in 2 weeks. It's Extreme Rules for the Millennium Championship, and it's gonna be brutal for Ranma. We are back here on Millennium, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for your main event of the evening. And it's going to be an absolute barn burner between the current Lioness Solo Star champion and the current #1 contender and one of the 2 women that will be facing off against Yang Xiaolong for the Lioness Championship, as Max Caulfield takes on Korra in your main event of the evening. As we all saw last week at the Prestige Fest, ladies and gentlemen, Max Caulfield put on one hell of a barn burner against Misaka Mikoto, who we saw earlier tonight get a hell of a victory against Waishni. And now tonight, Max Caulfield in this main event is looking to put on one hell of a match against Korra in this, which will be our main event of the evening for tonight's Millennium. And as you can see, the Avatar is coming out here tonight, coming out in full force here tonight in your main event. Getting ready to pull off one hell of a match tonight against Max Caulfield. Looking a little bit more relaxed for tonight, but knowing damn well she has to keep her eyes open going forward, because she knows what's coming to her in a few weeks' time. Because she knows full well that she's going to have to break out the full Avatar suite in a few weeks' time. And tonight, this has got to be a big time match for Max Caulfield going forward, as she faces off not only against a former Lioness champion in her own right, but arguably one of the biggest Lionesses on the roster today. Past, present, or future, Korra has basically been one of the most well-known members of the Lioness division that we know of. Given her run last year, and given everything that she's been doing over the past year, Korra definitely deserves that title, and she definitely deserves her accolades, and she deserves everything that she's done. But ladies and gentlemen, in this contest already, it's been going back and forth between both of these women from the word go, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see right here, Max Caulfield putting on, definitely not letting anything get the better of her here tonight. And even if Korra is looking a little bit more relaxed, you can definitely tell that she is not going to get any... that she is not gonna let her focus quiver here tonight, knowing damn well what's at stake. And eyeing down. And wait a minute. Korra and Max definitely need to keep their eyes open and keep their minds focused going forward for the next few weeks. Because considering the threat known as Yandere making their appearance last week and just becoming apparent over the last few weeks, it is definitely something that these two women need to keep their eyes open for. And they definitely need to keep themselves focused about that going forward. And wait a minute. Jawbreaker right there by Max onto Korra. And now, Total World DDT just like that right onto Korra. And Max looking to pick Korra up, but no! Korra with the takedown. And stomping away right onto Max. And now Korra, wait a minute, going for a crossface just like that onto Max Caulfield. Max definitely trying to fight out of that and fighting out of it with finesse like that. And now Korra smashing her. And oh, Jesus! Flapjacking Max Caulfield just like that. And wait, this. Oh! DDT, snap DDT just right the hell out of nowhere. Attacking Korra just like that. Northern Lights bridging suplex. Hitting the target. Now, wait a minute, no. Oh! SEO connecting. And Korra, seriously, oh! Airbending leg drop. Airbending leg drop connecting there, just like that onto Max. And now Max being dragged right to the center of the ring. Now Max trying to go for that pin. After trying to brutalize Korra down. Trying to weaken her, but no! Not getting that pin just yet. Wait a minute. Irish whipping Korra off the ropes, but no, Korra catching the leg. And now wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh! Stalling gutbuster. Just like that right onto Max. And now wait a minute. Setting her up, putting her up into that position, and oh Jesus! Just applying pressure right to the chest and back of Max, but Max Caulfield powering out of it! And Max getting out of it just in the nick of time. And now Max, what on earth are you thinking, girl? Trying to go for a vertical suplex, connecting. And trying to keep herself focused. Oh! And the combination strikes right onto the avatar, connect again. Sitting downside facebuster just like that. And now picking up Korra at this point, setting her up for an Impaler DDT. Impaler DDT. And now setting herself up in the corner. Could we see a time twister? Could we see a time twister in play? Oh! Time twister! Spare 1, 2! No! Max Caulfield almost had Korra down for the count there with that time twister. Oh, and an airbending leg drop again. And now Korra looking to set Max up, ready to go. Put her up in place for an Avatar State. Avatar State. Right onto Max. Now going for the pin now. 1, 2, no! Max kicking out. Max Caulfield kicked out of one singular Avatar State. That, for all intents and purposes, means that she's a tough customer going forward. And wait a minute, she's going to go for it again, but no! This time, Max gets the hell out of dodge. And Korra, no! Chopping Max before she could even get to the top of the rope. And now Korra calling up Max now. Setting herself up and wait a minute. Korra just continuing to just eye down on Max at that point. And now, wait a minute. Wait a damn minute, but no! Leg sweep, denying it. And now Irish whipping it. Irish whipping Korra off the ropes, and wait a minute, no! Korra with a clothesline! Korra with that clothesline, and now going for a combination strike of her own! And wait a minute, Korra with a leaping clothesline, just like that! And wait a minute now, setting up Max, setting her up for an avatar state, and taking it right into that clutch position, torquing the arms and the legs all at the same time. And this, realistically, is just one hell of a way to just weaken down your opponent just like that. But wait, Max trying to power out of it as she does. Powering out of it just like that. And now, wait a minute, no, Korra. Korra, no! And a series of chops by both women and Impaler DDT right onto Korra, and now looking to go for it again, looking to set it up, and no! Time Twister Spear denied. Time Twister Spear denied, and now leap! Avatar, that leg drop denied it. And now, looking at this point, and wait a minute, no! Max denying Korra, putting her into an avatar state again, but no! Korra! Clotheslining her down. And Korra still asking for Max, and no! Leg sweep. And now just trying to eye down at Max, and wait a minute, setting her up once again for one more avatar state, going for the pin now. 1, 2, no! Max kicked out again! And Korra just can't believe it! Korra seriously cannot believe it! Oh, Jesus! What? Oh, Jesus, where the hell did Korra go? And there's Yuno Gasai, oh Jesus Christ, there's Korra. Max is still down for the count, and Yuno Gasai is back here. Wait a minute, oh Jesus, eyeing down at Max. And wait a minute, oh God, Max, girl, what are you doing? Just eyeing down at Yuno, get the hell out! But I think it's too late. Max had the opportunity to get the hell out of the ring, and she didn't take it. And now, she's trapped in the middle of the ring with a goddamn psychopath known only as Yuno Gasai. And I think she's making her intentions towards Max Caulfield clear. If last week was any indication, then tonight she is making her intentions against Max Caulfield clear going forward. Jesus! Just brutally assaulting the current Solar Star champion. And oh no, giving her that kiss of death. And wait a minute. Oh my God, setting her up. Setting her into that lock, that front-facing lock just like that. And Jesus Christ, Max Caulfield is just being absolutely torqued just like that. Referee's just trying to pull Yuno right off of Max at this point. The ref is just... Oh! But Yuno finally letting go just like that. And Yuno just eyeing down at Max Caulfield. And Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen. And wait a minute! There's Korra going after Yuno, just assaulting her just like that. Korra's back in, and she's assaulting Yuno Gasai. And coming to the aid of Max Caulfield to save her at this point. And basically delivering one hell of an assault right to the woman that wants to basically assault Max Caulfield and go after her Solar Star Championship. And Korra's just getting a bit of revenge after what happened 3 weeks ago. And now Irish whipping her right to the outside, throwing out Yuno Gasai. And wait! There's Rena Ryugu! Rena Ryugu assaulting Korra, and once again giving her, oh Jesus, stomping her head down. Breaking her at the eyes and then stomping her head down just like that. That vicious assault right there by Rena Ryugu, and oh god, she's about to set up for that Hinamizawa syndrome. And oh man, oh Jesus Christ, no! Hinamizawa syndrome about to come into play! And oh Jesus Christ, just clawing at the neck! Clawing right at that neck of Korra! And oh Jesus, Korra's in pain! Korra's in absolute agony at this point, and Rena's just not letting go! And Jesus H. Christ, Rena Ryugu! And wait a minute! There's the Lioness Champion! Oh god! Giving her an Empress Cecilia for good measure! Coming to the aid of one of the Lioness Championship #1 contenders, and wait a minute. Yang! Oh my god! Total World DDT! Suicide Dive Tornado DDT right onto Rena Ryugu, coming to the aid of Korra here tonight. If there's one thing that we've gathered from tonight, it's that in 2 weeks' time at Danger Zone, the Lioness division is in a state of crisis. And it's gonna get dangerous.